What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing? Ben, James, Alex, Umar, how are you guys doing this wonderful afternoon? Looking at the stream and it says crypto crashing. Might have been from an old title. My title was supposed to say 30-minute workday. And that's what I was gonna talk about. So I'll have to have James change the title. Ike Fly, what's up, man? Um, Yeah, so I was gonna actually kind of just talk about a little of how, once the ultimate goal of this, right? Whoa, hang on, my mic's getting all crazy. The ultimate goal, right? The ultimate goal is to be your own boss, right? And there's some ways to make that happen. Some ways are better than others. Some ways are easier than others. The market just closed right there. So the bell you guys just heard. Brother, what's up? Ed, good evening. But so the goal is really to just kind of be your own boss or work for yourself, or do something of that to get this time to value, right? That's what I'm all about, and that's kind of the message that I try to share in the Discord. And that's what I want for all of you guys. So I figured we'd just hop on stream. I'm gonna start jumping on stream every afternoon, maybe a little bit earlier, maybe a little bit later. We'll kind of see how it goes. Try to get on there before 1 o'clock though every day. Just depends. Today the market close was pretty hectic, so kind of had to wait till it was over. Damn, what's up, man? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, James, I had a good time in Vegas. A really good time. Alex, watching the boot camp again. The boot camp's good. I watched it some. Speaking of boot camps, I've been getting a lot of messages about doing another one or when another one is going to be happening. So we have a tentative schedule right now for a November 29th boot camp. So it'll be the weekend after Thanksgiving. So, everyone can, well, in the United States, if you celebrate Thanksgiving, you can, be all nice and refreshed back from the in-laws or wherever it was. And then, get some knowledge, right? Jump in that boot camp and check it out. I've got about 10 messages on Discord about teaching another one live. So when I talked to James, we said we can probably do one the last week of November. We still have a pretty good distance away for people to kind of jump on board with that one. And speaking of that, while we're on our website, this is our website, thetradevets.com. So you can just come up here, you can check out some testimonials, see what everyone's saying. You can also jump in the Discord, which is down below on the YouTube. Just scroll down a little bit, you'll see our Discord. Just click that Discord, check it out. And there's a lot of testimonials on there as well. Double R, Bearish Bull, what's up, man? Hey. But yeah, so we can see, we'll take a quick peek at the charts and then talk a little bit more about what the title should have been, which should have been 30-minute workday. But we can see it's a pretty big move if you ask me. We're talking about from last night at midnight, well actually kind of like 1 a.m. this morning my time, so about 12 hours ago. And we've moved down about 5%. That's a pretty decent move, I would say. You know what I mean? John Brennan, what's up, man? We had our trade plan as well for those of you guys that have not. Oh, here we go. This is what the trade plan looks like. This is the trade plan from yesterday. We can kind of see where we are getting right into that Asia Open. And then I put a couple little trade plans So we hit a nice little fade early on, and then short from support zone 1 to support zone 2. And as you see, support zone 1 is here, support zone 2 is here. Pretty big move, I would say. Just 56, you know, a good 1,000 points, right? A little bit more than, it's like 1,500 points. You know, so a pretty good move, pretty good opportunities to hop in there. You know, you could have been a little bit more aggressive. As soon as we hit the zone, you could have got short, or you could have waited till we broke the zone and back tested it. There's that Tesla alert. Looks like the market's coming down pretty good right now. Take a peek. 43.32. That's not. But yeah, so let's take a peek at what else we got going on here. So below us we have a balance zone, and a lot of times if you're been around for a while, or if you're in the live trading with us in the morning, we know that when we get into these balance zones, a lot of time we trade from edge to edge. So if we break into this balance zone, or if any of you guys are still holding the short from Bitcoin, we can, you know, we have a good chance of getting all the way through. And then there's these single prints below, right? And this is kind of you know, this down here I haven't updated. This was before I went to Vegas, because here is 6. This is the day that I went. We got this nice little upside. You know, maybe I need to go back to Vegas, because as soon as I got back, took a nice little puke, right? But if you're a trade vet, right, you're not really worried about if the market's going up, if the market's going down, if it's going left, it's going right, right? It doesn't matter. We just, you know, we just trade our zones. And but below this, right, below our balance zone, we have these single prints, and that could cause a pretty big move to the downside. And there's not a lot, excuse me, there's not a lot of support until we really get back down to like close to that 50,000 level, like as far as real long term, nearish real long term support. Right, we scroll back all the way to May, we'll find some, I'm sure, but that's pretty far back. Another thing I wanted to talk about real quick is you guys can see this here, and this is the time price opportunity chart made by one of our community members named Brother. And you know, it's really nice, really customizable. You can change your colors. I really like how the stock one looks. You know, you can change the style, you can change the visibility, but it's actually really nice. You can adjust the tick size, adjust the height. So it gives us a nice TPO on trading view. So this is what I'm probably going to be sticking to. I don't think I'm going to be using EXO charts or anything like that. Oh, here we go. So let's see. A lot of times when we get into these balance zones, we typically tend to trade from edge to edge. What's up, Dyer? Haven't seen you in a minute, bro. But yeah, jump on there. He's offering it for free right now. So, you know, now's the time to get on it, check it out, and we're about to hit a stop run right here. Watch this. Responsive buying off the bottom. Watch for sellers to push through. Yeah, just click on this indicators thing and type in TPO and market profile TPO. Driller. That's the one. Ooh, see? You guys see what I said? Edge to edge. Free money, guys. This is free money. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's free. Edge to edge. Edge to edge. Oh my goodness. It's so easy. Like, it's that easy. You just be patient and just boom, you just nail it. Like, you know, edge to edge. That's 55,057 to 53,861. So you tell me, you know, I mean, it's just, I don't know, guys. It's that fucking easy. It really is. This is why my work days only last 30 minutes. Hopefully you guys nailed that. We got 22 people here, and I hope all 22 of you just nailed that big win short. Man, that was fun to watch, right? I was like, there's about to be a stop run, and then Mac. edge to edge. See, responsive buying. Well, you got to keep your take profits ready for that other side. Nice little trade though. Nice little trade. So under the indicators, just type in TPO and it's under Druther. Yo, Nimrez, what's up, man? Sorry if I yelled in your guys' ear. I got a little bit excited right there. I mean, we just hit what was that? A couple thousand points right there. 55, 54. I mean, yeah, almost 1,500. Oh, the stream's a bit delayed from the price action. Oh yeah, I guess so. That makes sense. Yeah. I mean, I said it way before this, though, so we'll be good. But so, like I said, guys, I mean, obviously we're seeing a bit of weakness here, right? So if you bought Bitcoin, like for your HODL account, did we predict that short? Of course we did. And we didn't really predict it. We just knew it was going to happen based off of balance. So, in 10 seconds, I took the short 500, 800 drop. Hell yeah. Good shit, Mike. I like to see. Yeah, I mean, like I said, when you have these balance zones, typically they trade from edge to edge. And that's what just happened. But it gets a little bit slippery under here, guys. So don't get, if you bought a bunch of Bitcoin for your HODL account, don't get set on that we're going back to 65 or 66, whatever it was, today or tomorrow or Friday, right? Pay attention to the value and where the value is shifting, right? So what did we just do? We had balance. We peaked above balance. Where's my pen at? I know. We have balance. We peaked above balance. Now we're trading back into balance. So now the key is going to be the top of our balance zone. Do we get accepted in balance? And typically if we do, what will happen is we'll range in here and probably try that upside one more time. See if we can get it, right? And we'll pay attention to our diagonal resistance now. And if we don't stay in it, that means enough buyers are scooping this thing up and we're going to hold above it and then try to trade up again, right? Of course, the downside is still there. And like I said, if we get into these single prints, it gets really ugly and it can get even worse fast all the way down, right? TPO is the way. So this TPO on TV is reliable. Yeah, I like it a lot. I really like it. He did a really good job with it. You could tell he put a ton of work into it. It's not easy. This Pine script is not easy to play with. And it gives you everything that you need. It gives you your point of control, gives you your value area high, value area low. It lets you see where actual value is shifting from. It's great. And it's cool because, he's giving it to you for free. So might as well try it. Use it before he starts to charge money for it, because he definitely could if he wanted to, I'm sure. He should just be like, well, if you're not in the trade vets, sorry, not free. Just don't want anyone to try to throw it on their chart and pretend they know what it is. That was cool. Let's take a peek at some other look at that. He's still holding that support zone down there. There's a divergence for you guys too. I guess that's not lower. Is this trading view? Yeah, it's trading view, man. Yeah. Yeah. It's just go into indicators. I'll just go into indicators. Type in TPO. Market profile with TPO. More people already got it. Feel like I'm on fucking what's that show my wife's always watching called? QVC. Get it while it's hot. There's only 500. Only 75 left. After that, gonna be sold out till next season. Oh, we can see ETH looks like it's holding. Let's take a peek at ADA. Oh, this is from before I went to Vegas. So you can kind of see like where the resistance is on Cardano. Right, we can kind of see, we're coming back into balance, so we want to see if we get accepted. This isn't really technically a balance zone, more of a support zone. Cardano's kind of been misbehaving lately, so I haven't really messed around with it too much. Oops. If any of you guys saw old BNB today, took a nice little pop and hasn't dropped yet. That's interesting. Jens, what's up, man? So a lot of buying. I mean, that was a pretty. This was during the live trade room this morning. Well, part of it, but I mean, it just went, and it went fast. I gotta update a lot of these charts. I just got back from Vegas yesterday, so I gotta update a lot of these charts. Get that done today, probably. Yeah, definitely check out the indicator. Let's take a look at some ES futures. Hey, Bearish, did you end up taking that short? So like, remember we talked about like below 45, looking for the low of the day, right? And like as soon as I left the house, I'm like looking at my phone, and then it fucking got below 45, and then it really went down to the low. And I was wondering, I was like, oh shit, I wonder if Bearish took that. And you can see we're closing on the low today. Let's see, we're 6:30. So this is actual market open here. I don't know how to. Was your hotel pager friendly? I asked him at Caesars. I'm like, did the real Caesar stay here? Then Riot, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm gonna try to get back on more often. I feel like, well, I mean, honestly, the reason that I was not really streaming is because I was just super focused on our community members becoming successful, and as time's gone on, I mean, we shot 78% last month as a team, which is to me just amazing. Like I said, I normally consider myself like in that 65 to 70% successful trades. So to see, 77, 78% of our team trade successfully over a month period of time, it's just amazing. Oh, no trades? Yeah, still. That was good eye though. Definitely. Let's imagine that where the market opened at. So I'm here over. I know that's not the straightest line in the world. Maybe it might be my screen. We can see that the market kind of popped up, put in a poor high, off of the open, right? So opened here, or actually opened here. I mean, opened here, traded up, put in a poor high, traded down, all the way down, basically to value area low from the overnight session. Traded all the way back up, put in another poor high, traded down, tried to trade back up this time, couldn't even break value area high, and is now puking. And did we? The question is, did we see this happening? And we did, right? Because we went like this, and we said, if I put an alert on Tesla and my alert on Tesla goes off, I know the market's going to move down. Well, they went off, right? Amazon as well. We had 2 alerts on Amazon and Tesla today. And we were just watching the lows. Amazon actually kind of bounced up, but then did start coming back down. Yeah, it was a poor high and a weak high. You're right, brother. It was. And so we got the sign basically because these 2 were kind of the only thing. And you can kind of see how Tesla started. We'll switch back to it. You can see how strong Tesla started in pre-market, and it was consolidating here, and that's where we put our low, and we knew if it was going to get below that, we got this one candle break that we could get the go ahead to go short. So I'm using 1 session. Well, the stocks are only open whatever they're open. You're talking about for Bitcoin or for futures or spins? Oh, look at that. They're buying this thing up. Let's see if they can push it back up. I mean, I think it looks fine on the stocks. Oh, for the futures? For the futures, I don't know. I don't know if it's possible to break these apart by time section. I mean, if it is, let me know. But in here, at least, it is. And I guess here, if I customized it to only show the US session, then it would be a little bit different. I guess I could do that. I kind of like how it is, because I'm not really trading on here. I'm more just using it as a visual aid, and then all my trading is done through NinjaTrader on futures at least. These are CVD candles. Yeah. Uncheck the 24-hour. I mean, I still got to mess with this thing. I mean, I honestly, I think it's ready to go. You just turn it on and then boom. Okay, I see what's happening. Okay. So it breaks up all the sessions. That's really cool. That is awesome. Because that's even breaking it up more than I have it broken up on that. It'd be kind of confusing to see Globex. I like this. And remember, guys, when you're trading, it's all personal preference. If there's something that you like that somebody else doesn't like, right, it doesn't necessarily mean that you shouldn't be using it. You should, you should use what is comfortable for you to make successful trades, right? That's the ultimate goal here. We're getting close to a new bar, about 7 minutes. I want to see if they're going to close this thing in or outside of our balance zone. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it really is. It's an amazing app. Or, well, I guess indicator, I guess. Not really an indicator. That's kind of shitty that they throw it under there. But that's just because they don't know any better. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Crypto Incognito, what's up, man? I haven't seen you in here in a while, man. How you been? Anything else that you guys want to look at? We kind of talked about everything. I wanted to go over the economic calendar actually real quick tomorrow, or overnight tonight. England is going to be releasing some information that can be, that can affect the market a little bit, right? Their average earnings index plus bonus. I mean, yeah, yeah, their manufacturing month over month. So this can really affect, and then they have the 3 month change. But this manufacturing production month over month can be a market mover. So if you are trading futures overnight at 2300, that's Pacific time. If you just go to Bloomberg.com, you can scroll up to the top and adjust whatever time zone you're in. Makes it easier. So if you're in let me get rid of these ads. Whatever time zone you're in, they've got them all. And then tomorrow, during the market, we have the core PMI coming out, the month over month, September's news. So right, these are old news or stale news, as they say. Munners, what's up? Dave, moving to a new apartment? Nice. It's always fun once it's over. The moving part, that's like, ah, damn. Yeah, so we have got these month over month, and they are, old news, but still good news to trade. We can see BNB is kind of leading the way. Sol's catching some wind. X to the Z, as I call it. And then you see our Bitcoin dominance is up. Bitcoin, it was up here leading, and now it just got smacked pretty hard. And we haven't seen a lot of these other ones, really come back at all. So that's definitely something to pay attention to. Haven't been able to join these streams for a few weeks. Nice. Well, hopefully it's a good job and you're enjoying it. That's what matters. And then I wanted to look at the daily on good old Bitcoin. We can kind of see how the day is going. And you can kind of see here's, previous all-time highs over here. And if you were to take our handy dandy trend line, toss it over there. All right, I know the day's not over, but if it gets over, then I'll just erase the line. Just something to pay attention to. That's a horizontal resistance, the same one that you see on this screen. Just hard to see, this purple one. It's just hard to see with when it's not on the daily chart. All right. Let's check out some minute. Oh. So COT report stands for commitment of traders, in case you guys didn't know. And so this is as of 10/5. Right? So this came out on Friday. This should have been interesting. So let's take a peek at these together. So Friday is what? These are as of 5. Friday was 9th. Or no, the 8th. So here's the 8th. We went up from 53,923 up here till 57,957. But if you look at this, our commitment of traders report, as of 9/5, and then so 9/5 is here, you had seen some institutional money in Bitcoin, take some profit and take some off of the short position that they're holding, right? You see leverage funds don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're just gambling. But so that's an interesting report to see, because you would think with all the bullish news, especially last week, there was you know, there was all of this, bullishness, like, oh, Bitcoin's going to go to 1 million and blah blah blah. In the week before, it was Bitcoin going to 0. So they kind of keep just pushing that news out, pushing that news out, pushing that news out. That's why I encourage you guys so much. If you haven't learned the TPO, oh, look at them buying that shit up. Nice. So what's this going to tell us, real quick, before we keep going? If we stay out of our balance zone, probably try to look to test this, to test these. Well, at least probably back up into the support zone. This might turn into a resistance zone now, right? Now that we're below it. So that's what we'll look for. And then, we'll kind of see how it acts right there. But so, that what I was talking about was, if you haven't jumped on the TPO train or learned or tried to understand how value works, it can really save you a lot of time and headache and things like that, especially if you join the TradeVet community. And we're all about helping each other, and I'm big with psychology, so I try to help as much as I can with that with you guys. And if you can just stay patient and understand value, you're not going to get stuck in a lot of bad spots, right? Patience gets you paid, as Bearish Bull would say. Yeah, it sure did. But you go to the indicator, work on daily, weekly, monthly. Things popping right back up. So you wonder what that is, right? Well, if they just came down here and snagged all of these people's stops, we couldn't break those lows right here. There's singles defending down here. So this is a buyer's position here. So somebody, they've got all their ammo in here, right? And they'll use it. They've already used some of it down here. That's how they got up here, right? Now they're sitting, came down here, and they're like, shot a little bit, shot a little bit, shot a little bit, shot a little bit. Okay, now it's gone. Now they're relaxing, came back down, and they're machine gunning this. It's like the fucking Sentinels and, breaking in at the end, the Matrix. They're just trying to hold it off. They're in like that little machine that just shoots at, whatever that thing's. It looks like from the game. What's that fucking game called? You guys know. Like Mech Warrior, something like that. But so I mean, there's a reason that we have these balance zones, and that's where buyers are at, right? We know there's a buyer down here off the screen, defending, and all of these people, they liked how their ride went up. They're like, hey, I bought here before. Let me try it again, see if it works, right? And it's worked so far. Now let's see if they can just hold it up. All the inventory from the first deviation below be what? Nope. If only, I mean, it's a tough one. I think that's way below the first deviation. It's probably second deviation. I mean, all the way down here is probably like third. The thing about Bitcoin, when it comes to trading Bitcoin similar to the ES, it does trade very similar. You utilize a lot of the same rules, but you have to kind of toss in the variable for crypto, because it kind of sometimes just does whatever it feels like doing. How are you getting that volume profile on the right hand side? I just moved it over, so you just get this. You have to have the paid trading view to get the volume profile, I think. But then you just click on it, style, and then just put on the right placement right. And then we'll just move on over. That'd be interesting. I'd have to mess with that. Yeah. I've heard JJ talk about that. Yeah, just be careful with that and in crypto, because I mean the VWAP on crypto is like uh I don't really use the deviations on that because of they don't respect them. The VWAP they respect, but the standard deviations, it's not like the ES, the different beast. Oh, you don't have the free version? Well, you could still load up Druther's thing, right? Because Druther's indicator, I mean, you won't even need the volume profile. It's nice to just have the volume profile to see where where these traders came in, right? Like you can see some buyers stepped up here, so we had a lot of responsive buying down here. That's why that spike were just basically a lack of selling, really. And then you see buyers stepped up here, and buyers are stepping up in our support zone now. Yeah, I'm not saying it doesn't work, and if you use it on like ETH, right? ETH respects the VWAP too. And if you put these bands on, you can see, right, gets below the first band, they buy up all this inventory, move it back over, sell it, right? Comes back under, they buy it all up underneath of the first deviation, move it back to the VWAP, sell it, right? They're trying to move it back up. If they can't, then they'll move it back down. It's just Bitcoin is just like so swingy. I think it's tough with the good old BTC for them to actually like trade right way, like trading Nasdaq. If you look at the Nasdaq chart. Oops. See some of these times, like right now we're way below that first deviation. Second deviation's right here, right where it's at. I mean, it's pretty far down there. This one actually doesn't look too bad for the past couple days. This one just shoved its way through. What do I think about trading, opening an AMP account and trading from Sear chart? Yeah, great idea. I love Sear charts. Yeah, I have some templates of Sierra charts that I've sent to a couple of people. And then a bunch of people have also their own templates. I know Young Cryptic has like customized his, and a lot of people like that one. So I would just reach out to post at everybody at the Discord and be like, hey, let me see these Sierra templates. But that's pretty much it, guys. Whoa. You know, we can. Oh, actually, let's look at the COT report for. Yes, I didn't look at it last. Dang. So we saw a big. I mean, not a huge long position taken off, but a big short position put on. That's pretty big. Total number of traders, 531 people. Yeah, so pretty big short position added by institutional money. Let's take a look at this. And this was as of, say, the 5th, right? Yeah, so here's the 5th. They added a bunch of shorts. That report got taken. Boom. Got that big sell off. I'm sure next week when we see it, uh, they'll have added on. But that kind of tells you, look, like they got, I mean, that's pretty short. 20,000 contracts. That's pretty short. I mean, they're still net positive, obviously, by a long shot, but Dave, nice, yeah, yeah. Don't thank me. It's I think Trailer. He's the one who made it. Yeah, $56 a month is not bad, honestly. That's and you think about it like this, right? So you're going to pay for an education, no matter what, somehow. Um, Sometimes you learn education at school. Sometimes you learn education on the streets. Sometimes you learn education on the computer. In each way, you pay differently, right? Um, but by utilizing that, once you get up to it, you can start measuring where you think, okay, well, I got to pay this. It's $56 a month. What does that cost me? You start factoring all this in. Well, when you're trading successfully after a while, and you're trading on the ES, you're thinking, well, that's only 1 point, you know. And you might have heard me and James joke about it, or we do joke about it a lot. That's how I measure stuff. Like I had to fill up my gas 1 point on the ES, right? Like, and so it's just kind of funny. Like that's how you'll start looking at things. You'll think $50, yeah, 1 point. And so if you make 1 point a month, right? So 1 point a month in a month, you'll pay for that. So 100% worth it. I like CR charts a lot. Yeah, I'm excited too. I like to have everybody in there. I like to see everybody killing it. For ETH, can we reuse the trade plan since we just retested resistance again? It's called, well, this is the tradingster.com. But if you just type in COT reports into Google or anything like that, it'll pop up. And if you're interested in getting a daily trade plan, we're offering them online. It's $50 a month to get the daily trade plan, but if you just go in the live trade room, you'll pay. Oh, James updated this. Okay, so it's $1,000 for a year. It's $100 a month, and honestly, like the information that the information is 100% worth it in my opinion. And it says 6:30 to 8:30. Everyone that's in the trade room can tell you we're normally on earlier and on later than that. Uh, just how it is, right? And then we have the TPO bootcamp coming up in November, the end of November. If you are interested or unsure, right, there's a pretty good amount of time to kind of jump in there and check it out, right? DM 3 a.m. in the Discord if you're military, or for any questions about the website, anything like that. He's in charge of that. So if you DM me, I'll just tell you to DM him, and then full circle. Blockchain Whispers shows long and shorts. Yeah, so let's look at the trade plan on ETH. This was the trade plan on ETH that came out yesterday. We only had just the one support zone marked. The long was looking for a long out of support zone 1. We saw buyers step up and hold, and as you see, right, the first time we came down, it was kind of a tough one, right? We didn't really see them hold, push down. Saw them get busy on the top of the support zone and catch that right up. This time they really stepped up, bought that support zone. So we'll look for this overhead resistance. There is an opportunity to get long on ETH, but you're just gonna have to be a little bit more patient, right? This resistance zone is it's not gonna be the nicest for price action, I imagine, right? I imagine a lot of kind of choppiness up through this, but once we get above it and we start to get out of value, right, you can kind of see. I would even say, I would say here, pretty big balance. Say here. What's this? Purple. You can kind of see it behind there, but that's going to be a balance zone, right? Pretty big balance zone. We've had a pretty a lot of volume put up here. If we can get back up into this, like I said, a lot of times these things will trade from edge to edge. Not necessarily as fast as the one on Bitcoin did, but a lot of times that's what they'll do. Yeah, so Mike, you could use the same trade plan. The thing is, we get one test, maybe this is two tests, maybe this is two tests. It's only going to hold for so long, right? And we're kind of coming down. I know a lot of people are kind of looking at this, and I've just seen on YouTube, they're like, oh, this is a bull flag, and we're just gonna fucking sky out of this, right? And there's good opportunity for sure. If we get into this balance zone up here, there's a good opportunity to just run right into this resistance. So that would be, a nice little trade, probably from about like maybe 56.60 or a 35.60 up to like 36.46. A nice little move there. Yeah. Someone asked me earlier, do I swing trade? You generally swing or day trade more often, Dave? I do both. I can do both. I prefer to day trade, especially I prefer to day trade. The reason being is because I like to enjoy my time, right? I don't want to feel stressed that, something like this is gonna happen, right? So let's say I'm in a trade or something. I'm long, and then all of a sudden, just we get this big old crypto wick, takes my stop out, and then moves up. Right? You definitely don't have to worry about that kind of stuff if you don't use a stop. But things you do have to worry about if you don't use a stop are also, they look like this. So you could be the judge, if you want to use a stop or not. I've been criticized a couple of times by a couple of different groups of people for using a stop loss, saying that I'm a bitch or whatever. But when we compare bank accounts and everyone's like, oh, maybe you're not a bitch. So always use your stop loss. That's my point. But the reason I day trade is, I don't want to sit through. I don't want to come back to my computer, right, or log on, or having to be like on my phone, checking my phone all the time, like, oh shit, things like that, right? I'm all about time to value, and that's what it's all about, is getting that time to value. And you can't really get the value out of your time if you're kind of stressed about a trade that you're currently in. I like to get on the computer. If there's a trade, there's a trade. If not, there's not, right? Um, I caught a decent trade in the trade room this morning, um, and we just got a nice trade right now. But I feel like for me, it's not my thing to swing trade. I don't like to worry about it. It's nice for stock traders because stock traders, the market's closed, right? It closes, and then there's nothing you can do because the market's closed. But Bitcoin and all of crypto trades 24 hours a day. Um, X3, what's up, man? But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate you guys stopping by, and I gotta go pick up the kids from school. It's my daughter's birthday tonight, so I'm gonna get that trade plan done, and then we're gonna go out to some dinner. Enjoy the day. Quick question: the reason you trade on Bybit as opposed to Binance? Using Binance. Um, I used to trade on Binance, but then I kept having issues with Wix, so I stopped because Binance was having back then. Binance was having like these, you know, it was like regular price action, and then all of a sudden it would just be like, then just right back to it. I'm not into that. That's just annoying and bullshit, in my opinion. Um, but the fees are not bad on Bybit as long as you can, stay away from marketing in. I don't know. I mean, maybe they were both having bad wicks, and I switched, and then I've only encountered one time on Bybit, um, with a bad wick, right? That wasn't like because like this I don't really can like a lot of people say like, oh, this is a manipulation wick, right? Well, they're almost right, a little bit confused. This is a liquidation wick, right? Bunch of longs liquidating their position. That's what that is. So it's a liquidating wick, almost like manipulation, right? Really similar sounding. A manipulation wick would, look like this maybe. We have this big bottom side, big upside, and then go back. But I haven't had any issues with Bybit. I haven't been. I honestly haven't been trading a lot of crypto until just recently when we started moving again. Because if we go back, we've just been moving up, kind of trading sideways, and I'm not trading any of this, especially not on Bitcoin. I'm not fucking around with Bitcoin. Just saying with the um, um I'm not wasting my time in here, right? I'll wait for it to set up and then trade the setup. The thing is, and if you can force yourself to stay patient, kind of wait for these setups to happen, then you're not going to be sitting here getting chopped up in a lot of this because believe it or not, or I mean probably should believe it, but a lot of people are trading this and they're getting chopped up, and then they trade the next day and they get chopped up. Whereas if they just mark the balance zone, see where support's at, we pop up, we trade right back down to support, they buy it, and then it trades up. Simplest buy in the world, right? And this was last week, um, on the 4th, right? Simplest trade in the world. Just waited. There it was. Right? If you're more aggressive, you got in on the break of the support zone. You sat through a little bit of a pullback. Maybe you took profit here, added some more, wrote it up, and it never came back. Right? You could have bought in the support zone. Stop loss goes under the support zone. Never traded back down here. You're just in there like swimwear. Where's the oh, what? What is that? Um it's like cuss words. Where the fuck is C-130? He's somewhere. I don't know where he's at. He's in the Discord. He was posting like the other day. You know what's funny is the ratio was green today. The breadth was green today. On the futures. But yeah, all right. I think that is it. Working on a theme song so we can replace that shitty music in the beginning of the streams. So hopefully that's done soon. And yep, that's it. You guys have a wonderful day. Make sure you are sticking to your trade plan and managing risk. If you don't have a trade plan, make a trade plan. If you don't know what a trade plan is, scroll down, join the Discord, and say, hey, everyone, what's a trade plan? And then, someone will be like, yo, trade plan's this. And they'll send you a screenshot of theirs, or they'll just tell you. Everyone is here to help each other. So yeah, you guys have a good day. Catch you guys later.